So this is a demonstration about SexTant, which is a web-based tool for the visualization and exploration of time-evolving linked geospatial data. In order to demonstrate the functionalities offered by SexTant, we will follow a real scenario in which an Earth observation scientist studies the changes in land cover of an area and assesses the damage caused by fires. So I'm going to connect now to a Strabon endpoint that contains information about the land cover of areas as well as burnt areas. Let's name this land cover and ask a query that it retrieves areas that were covered by sclerophyllous vegetation before they get burned. So this is the query that exploits both the spatial and temporal features of SD Sparkle. We're asking for areas that were covered by sclerophyllous vegetation for some time t, and we also ask for burnt areas for some time t2. We're using the STRDF before function to denote this temporal relation, and the MVP intersects spatial function to denote the spatial relation, as we want to retrieve areas that were covered by sclerophyllous vegetation before they get even partially burned. So we pose this query to Strabon endpoint and retrieve the results. We can see that the geometries that are contained in the result set are projected on a map, and the respective valid times that are included in the result set are projected on a timeline with two bonds. The top bond groups the results by month and the second one by decade. So as I'm scrolling to the timeline, the respective geometry features appear and disappear. So let us now add another layer by connecting to another endpoint that contains information about hotspots during a specific fire season in Greece. This data was given to us by the National Observatory of Athens. Let's name this connection hotspots. We add the connection and we ask now a query that retrieves the hotspot for a specific detection time and that are contained in a specific polygon. So we project the geometries and the detection time of this hotspot. Notice that now we're using a user-defined time dimension, not a valid time dimension as we did before, and the hotspots appear in both the map and the timeline. Now we have points in the timeline, and we're going to add a third layer in the land cover endpoint. We now want to retrieve all areas that are currently burned. So we pause this query as well, and another layer has been added to SexTant, and the results of this query are marked with orange color in both the map and the timeline. We can see that there are some areas that were burned and they continue to be burned until now. The temporal constant you see denotes that the valid time of the respective triples has not ended yet, so this denotes that these areas are currently burned. So thank you very much for your attention.